My name is Marissa Woods, and I am the Assistant Director of Fraternity and Sorority Life. As the Assistant Director of Fraternity and Sorority Life, I serve as the primary advisor for our Interfraternity Council, Order of Omega, and our Independent Greek organizations. I also serve as co-advisor of our Tri-Council, which is made up of MPHC, CPC, and IFC, and Gamma Rho Lambda. My role hasn't changed drastically. Of course, we have a larger focus on risk management right now, but in a different aspect than before. Right now, we are managing or teaching our chapter leaders how to manage risk for a lot smaller groups of people. So now they are still having social gatherings, but they're limited to groups of, well, with the town ordinance 50 or less, but our advice to them is even smaller than that, but how to manage even that. And before, we were giving them advice on not having shared alcohol, not having a guest list and things like that, whereas now we're talking to them more about like providing masks or providing hand washing stations or making sure that everyone can socially distance safely. We were kind of prepared for that because a lot of other campuses started before we did, and they had these problems before we even started school, so that was helpful in a lot of bigger schools too. We do a lot of networking with other campuses and other advisors, so we kind of like learned from their mistakes and we use that to motivate us to do better. Now it is hard telling a social organization who values brotherhood and sisterhood and that bond and spending time with each other to not be social when that's like their main thing that they do. But I think our Greeks have really stepped up, and for the most part, I think that they have taken the ball and just ran with it kind of thing. We do, of course, have some people who are just not going to listen to any rules, COVID related or not, and we just try to motivate the ones who are doing the right thing and give them tools to advocate for the right thing, like to be able to combat those few people in their chapters that are choosing to do the wrong thing, because all it takes is one or two people from your chapter to plan a social gathering without the rest of the chapter knowing, for the whole chapter to be held responsible for it. And right now we are providing lots of resources and webinars for our chapters so that they can provide creative programming that people are not like tired of, because I think it's safe to say that we're all kind of zoomed out of Zoom and virtual meetings, but when you have a chapter that has over 50 people, that's kind of what you have to do. And it is hard to recruit members when you can't meet with them face to face, because sometimes the reason why someone joins a chapter is that face to face interaction and bond that they felt with maybe just one member, let alone the whole entire organization. And then I have seen chapters doing things like virtual yoga or yoga on Sub's lawn, picnics on Sub's lawn. So just sharing those experiences with the rest of the Greek community so that they can come up with new ideas for recruitment that is both safe but also allows them to get new members. I will say something good that kind of came out of this when it comes to recruitment is that everyone is feeling a bit isolated and they are looking for that sense of belonging. And we have seen an increase in along with students wanting to go Greek because they are looking for a place to call their home and a place to hang out with friends or a place to just feel like they're not alone. And even though right now a lot of that is virtual, they're still making do with what they have.